Hello, welcome to Studio Talks. My name's James Swift.
I'm Josh McNorton, and our guest today is.
Oh, it's me, Kelly Cresswell. Not very good at this stuff, am I?
It's okay, it's fine. So how are you doing in the lockdown with everything that's going on?
We're okay. There's me, my husband, and my son at home. I'm actually off sick from work from the NHS because I've got a chronic pain problem, and I was due to have surgery on my foot in March, and it got cancelled. So I've had to sit this one out really because I just couldn't manage with work at the moment. So I've been getting creative instead while I'm at home and doing things to try and keep myself sane, really.
I think you've got it on you.
Yeah. So it's going all right. How are you two getting on?
We're good. We're good. I was just saying to Josh that I think we're just trying to give ourselves tasks to do so we're not going insane.
Just trying to find that one thing to keep your mind occupied. It's getting a bit.
It is, yeah.
I know, we're all feeling it, aren't we?
So, what advice would you give to anyone that you've done over the lockdown? Would you say?
We've tried to it's a bit easier for me because I've got a kid, so I'm kind of having to do some kind of routine with him. But we're kind of getting up at the same time every day, kind of not slobbing around too much, trying to get some kind of structure to the day. I'm getting out probably every other day to walk the dog. That's quite mentally stimulating to get out of your house. But I've got a lot of people who I'm kind of looking out for, family who are vulnerable, so I'm having to go and shop for them and drop for them, and it's given me a bit of a sense of purpose because I know I should be kind of being a nurse at the moment, and I feel a bit.
So you've been gone to the studio since? Did you say November?
I think it was November. Yeah. I think it was around that time. Yeah. And I went. I think I just went online to look for choirs because I'd been part of a choir for 6 years, and they changed the rehearsal day so that I couldn't do it anymore. Because they did change it to Tuesday, so I couldn't go anymore. And I was just badly missing singing and being part of something. So I thought, well, I'd heard about you for years and just never quite had the guts to kind of go through the door, really.
Was it you that put on the chat yesterday where it was something, I wish I would have had the guts to go in how many years earlier or something like that? I remember reading. Yeah.
Well, I've written music for years and years, and I've done performing, but it's only ever been like I used to be in a trio with 2 other girls, and it was like cheesy pubs and clubs and all that kind of stuff. But I've always written music, but it kind of got shelved because I've been a mum for years, and I just put it to one side. So, but coming to the studio and meeting up with everybody who's similar minded just kind of woke it all up again. And I've been able to start writing again, which I can't thank you all enough for it because
I think that's a common thing I've heard with, like, Keith said that words. He never touched the guitar for years, and then the minute that he started doing jam, he just picked it back up and it became a second.
My mother-in-law bought this guitar for me, Christmas 2018. And it kind of just sat looking pretty, and I was just kind of playing a couple of chords and crying because my fingers were hurting so much. But then, since going to the studio and playing with other people, it stopped me wimping out about how sore it makes your fingers. And actually playing with other people kind of give you it's like the stamina to try and keep up a little bit with people, made me kind of practice a bit more. And I mean, there's loads more that I could learn to do, but I'm just about getting enough out of it to create music. So, but I play a bit of piano as well, but not very well. So
if you can play it, then I mean, it's I with piano with me, I know the very basics, which gives me, it makes me happy to play. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's playing to be happy and because it makes you feel good.
Exactly. Yeah, I think I take breaks with it because I get too obsessed with it. If that makes sense. Like I keep thinking like this needs to be like really talented or whatever. But yeah, yeah.
I only write music on the piano. I couldn't like really perform, but I can play a lot more chords on a piano and bass songs easier than on a guitar. I'm not as skilled on a guitar really, so I don't know. It's a bit of both really to write stuff. So.
I've noticed. Do you want to talk a bit about a jam session? Because you've become basically like a really key member of it, essentially, haven't you? Like over, I mean, you say since November, but I mean, it has become like quite an important, because you've become a bit of a teacher, haven't you? With it.
I didn't know I was becoming a teacher.
No, I mean, like you've taught a lot of people. Like you do frequently kind of take control, like not take control, but like kind of.
No, I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like
that's just come with confidence around other people, though.
Because
when I first came, I just wanted to like just not really kind of get too involved. But I think because I've learned a little bit more. John's been very good. He's been really helpful. And I know, loads of people have. Everybody's been really good. But it's just, it's kind of given me. Once you settle in, isn't it? Once you get to know a few people, you start to be more confident to kind of talk to people, and I can harmonise with a kettle whistling. So anybody who's singing, I'll harmonise along with them. So that's probably our kind of.
I think that's more shown with the More in Common song, where every time it plays, it seems to get a new crowd of people singing along.
It is one of the catchiest songs I've ever heard.
When it played yesterday in Authentic Acoustic, it was just in my head for the rest of the day. Then it was just, I mean, it's a very, very catchy song.
It's brilliant, and I just think the lyrics to it are fantastic. And
there's so much meaning, isn't there, behind it?
There is. It's a bit, dead emotional, really, but not an emotional sounding song, is it? Do you know what I mean?
No.
It's really good. I love it.
Yeah. So with yesterday, you played a song for yesterday's event. Tuesday. How was that for you? Was it?
I was actually watching myself, and my heart was going boom, 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 boom. Oh my God. I've recorded videos, and I'll watch videos because you need to critique yourself, don't you, and see, but knowing it was like live and there was other people watching it was like,
it was scary. It was, I think what was funny about it was I was more nervous because I was also watching it, if that makes sense. And I could see the little few at the corner. I was like, is it going down? Is it going up? Is it like it's...
right.
That's the worst part.
That's
the worst part about doing anything live on the internet. That little counter in the corner.
Yeah, definitely. I was turning to my mum and I was, it's gone down, and she was like, no, it hasn't. It stayed at the same. I'm like, no, it's we've lost them all. And so, how do you find actually like the filming of it, if that makes sense? Like, the pre-film of it, if that makes sense.
The bit that, as in the bit that Lou and Meg were doing.
No, I mean, so I did each song I had like a little introduction, and I was like, this song is about such a thing, and I was terrified. Like I was absolutely, my mum turned around and said, you sound like you're about to cry, and I was like, no, I'm having a flat out panic. Like I'm. No, I didn't really speak. I'm not very good at I'm fine here conversing with somebody. That's fine, but kind of recording myself just talking is like total cringe. I just feel dead cringy, and it just sounds common. And I don't know. I've not done much of that at all. So I was just like, I don't know. I felt a bit embarrassed, really. Yeah.
It's like that. I couldn't get on a stage and talk, but I could get on a stage and sing.
Yeah.
So
I used to. What's happened is, as I've got old, like when I was like 16 or something like that, I would stand on stage and just gab on, but like I get on and I'm like, oh no, I don't like it. And you know what I mean? It's
I think it takes quite a bit of confidence and skill though. So that is something that I do need to start working on if it, I want to try and perform a little bit.
Yeah.
It's something that I'm going to need to. So when I was in a trio, I wasn't kind of the main singer, and it was like the girl who was in the middle did all the chat, and I'd kind of duck in now and again with a little quip.
Yeah.
But I didn't really do all the introducing and the talking, so it's a bit abnormal to me.
No,
but I can talk, as you fully well know. So I know how to do it, but yeah, so it's something that I need to learn to do, I think, really. So
yeah,
but I'll get there.
Yeah. So with that in mind, would you like to introduce this? Would you like to play a song and introduce it?
Yeah. This is another song that I've written. The one that I performed yesterday was a bit of a sad song, really. As is this, I'm really good at writing sad songs. Yesterday's song was about the loss of my mum and how I still need her, and having to try to get on with life, and still needing her in my life, really. So that's what that song was about. But this is I think this is like a theme that a lot of people might be able to relate to. It's about loving somebody who has got a problem with either alcohol or drugs or something that keeps them and controls them. And it's I'll just let you listen to it and see what you think. But it's called Drink Yourself to Death, which is lovely. I played it a bit at Jam, but didn't really get the chance to play it. I wanted them to do some of his fancy guitar on it.
Yeah.
You'll get the basic gist of what it's about. Right, so let's go. Just turn your head away and keep on drinking every day. When you're gonna wake up and see the light, you put us all through so much pain. You build us up to break us down again. Can't you see that life shouldn't be a fight? But nothing past you. Your life's turned into a total disaster. Guess who you're gonna need when you're on the floor? Drink yourself to death, go on. Cheat yourself that you're feeling strong, when all you wanna do is live without it. No one forces it in your hand, that's what you fail to understand. So don't expect your family to buy it. It's too late. When we were kids, we stuck like glue, trying to survive what we were going through. A triangle of love and protection. But now it seems you're too far away and sinking deeper every day. I really hope this song can get your attention. You're slowly killing yourself and nobody wants to help. We've helped you far too many times. You're slowly killing yourself and nobody wants to help. It's now or never, it's do or die. So drink yourself to death, go on. Cheat yourself that you're feeling strong, when all you wanna do is live without it. No one forces it in your hand, that's what you fail to understand. So don't expect your family to buy it. It's too late. It's too late for all that now. Too many bridges have been burned. It's too late. Yeah, it's too late for all that now. Too many bridges have been. Too many bridges have been. Too many bridges have been burned. It's too late. you go.
That was a very powerful song.
Really was.
I really enjoyed that. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So, how do you? Because this is a common question I seem to ask. Like I ask most of the guests. How do you go about writing songs?
Usually either on my piano, but I tend to kind of write the chords first and get the chord progression done first, and there's usually, it's something that I'm kind of I don't know, it's usually a subject that's quite close to my heart. They tend to be quite emotional songs that I write. I need to start writing some like happy songs maybe. But I have got a couple that are like that, but I'm quite emotive really. So it tends to start with, like I say, just working out what chords sound good together. And I've always loved poetry. I've always written poetry. And it's just kind of like writing a poem to me. I'm working out where things are going to go. And they're always a work in progress. That's the new bit that I've just done on this one. That you're slowly killing yourself. Originally, it didn't have that in it. So it just felt like it needed to do something else. So that's only today that I've put that in. So it's hard to kind of say, but that's how I kind of write them. Really, come up with the chords first. Melodies kind of just, I don't know, just come once I've got the chords and I can work out how I want it to sound. So I think that's it.
It's weird because every time we ask this question, like we get a different
response each time.
Yeah, like there's always a different technique.
Right.
Everyone
I've
was
never done any proper songwriting classes or anything.
No.
When they did that one at the library, I really wanted to come that day, but I just couldn't get there because that sounded really interesting. Yeah. So if there is ever one of them again, I'd really like to come to it.
Well, we went through a thing, but I think you might not have been there at that point. But we went through a weekly. No, it was like I think it was for a month. We had like different people come in and do a songwriting session. Steve Cole, who works at the studio, did one.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I know everybody writes things differently, don't they?
But yeah, definitely.
Sometimes it's just in my head, just something comes in my head.
Yeah, exactly.
That my voice recorder is like, it's always just there, just in case you come up with anything. To make sure you don't forget it.
I woke up the other morning and I had just the slightest melody in my head, and I've just got on my phone. It's just very quiet because it was quite early in the morning. I was like just whispering,
Yes, I know what you mean. I've done it before now.
Yeah.
I've done it in work once in the toilet when I was on my break, and I was like, I've just got this in my head. I've got to get it down. So
we once had there was I think it was a Tuesday. It was either Mondays or Tuesdays where nothing really happened in work. It was like a drumming session or something.
Right.
And I kind of there's just a recording of drums in the background and just a very quiet guitar pattern.
Right.
Yeah, because it does. It just springs up at any point, doesn't it?
Well, you've just got to get it while it's there, haven't you?
Exactly. Yeah.
Because you forget otherwise.
Oh no, definitely. It's always sad if you lose a song.
I know it is, isn't it? Yeah, I agree. They're to be written down and done something with, aren't they?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Kelly, for joining us today. You've been absolutely great. Thank you. How can people who's listening and get find your music or talk to you?
I don't know. I haven't done anything with it yet.
Yeah.
I've uploaded onto Facebook, but it's only ever me doing cover versions of things. And I actually started up a little YouTube channel not long ago, but that is cover versions. I've only put 3 videos on it. Maybe when things get back to normal at the studio, I could try and perform there
Yeah, you definitely should. I think Lou said yesterday when we was doing when it was actually happening, she said you need to do, and you definitely do need to do more like performances, because it's good.
Yeah, I just think it'd be a nice kind of supportive environment to do it in, because I know the nerves would just be terrible. Do you know what I mean?
I wrote something about it yesterday, and what I was saying was that, like, when I first went to the studio, I was in the corner of the room, and I had to be asked to come over because I was just like terrified. And I mean, that's what the building does, isn't it? It encourages you to feel at home. If that makes sense.
Definitely, yeah.
Excellent.
The first time I played guitar in front of people was when we did the Rawhide. I know I was just I wasn't singing or anything. I was only standing there and playing, but it was just to be playing in front of other people. Put me on a microphone and singing, I can do that. But this is all new to me, playing guitar. So it's quite a skill, isn't it, really, being able to do that. So very good.
What's your the YouTube for the covers? Because I can at least put that in, and so people can.
Yeah, let me have a look. As in what my name is.
So
it says my account is Kelly, capital K-E-L-L-Y, and then capital C-R-E-Z. So Kelly Cress.
I'll put that in the description so people can just like find you and stuff like that. Cool.
And I'll try and upload some more videos.
Excellent. Oh, good.
Oh, thanks you too. It's really nice that you.
Thank you for joining us, and it was completely last minute as well, because we was like, right, come on, we need to. So yeah, thank you so much for.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay. Oh, it's been good fun. Thank you.